What's it like to grow up as the child of two of the most famous people in the world? Jaden Smith knows, and the answer may surprise you. Jaden Smith grew up as the product of not one but two famous actors in Hollywood. While his father skyrocketed to fame playing the lead in the sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his mother, Jada, was a star in her own right for her roles in the Matrix trilogy and The Nutty Professor. Given the star-studded couple became red carpet royalty, many fans assumed that Jaden grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. But Jada has claimed that she did everything she could to humble Jaden and his sister Willow, despite their immensely privileged upbringing. Speaking at a Red Table Talk discussion at Sundance in 2019, Jada said that her children visited homeless shelters as kids to gain a sense of appreciation for what they had.
They got to see that, oh man, there's life beyond all the twinkles and lights.
Jaden became driven at a young age, with Jada doing everything she could to ensure her and her husband's success didn't interfere with her children's.
Like, this is what it takes for me to eat. They recognize. Yeah.
At just 8 years old, Jaden Smith was already attending red carpet premieres as an actor. He got his start in the industry starring alongside his father in the 2006 film The Pursuit of Happiness. This movie tells the story of a struggling single father who attempts to make a better life for himself and his son, with Will and Jaden playing the respective roles. While some may assume Jaden's role in the film was handed to him, courtesy of his multi-award-winning father, this didn't seem to be the case. Will revealed in his self-titled memoir that Jaden was given the same treatment in casting as any other child. He wrote that director Gabrielle Muccino had simply been struggling to cast the right actor to play his son. Jaden, who was 6 years old at the time, had been wanting to try out acting, and he and Jada agreed to let him audition for the role. Muccino had actually wanted Jaden to star in the film from the get-go, but the studio forbade the director to ask Will's permission for fear of nepotism. Ultimately, Jada and Will were removed from the casting process to allow for a less convoluted decision-making process, and Jaden proved he was the right fit for the film after auditioning 9 separate times. Will wrote, "But audition after audition, in all of his innocent 6-year-old glory, he proved himself the right actor for the role." Jada Pinkett Smith dropped a major bombshell in 2023 when she revealed that she and her husband had been secretly separated for years. In an NBC News primetime special, the actor revealed she and her partner had been living completely separate lives since 2016. As it turned out, their nearly 20-year-long marriage had reached its breaking point.
We were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada later revealed in a segment of The Drew Barrymore Show that despite the separation, she and Will had decided against divorce.
Sounds like you're staying together
We're
forever.
staying together forever.
Perfect.
I tried.
The jaw-dropping reveal took its toll on their son, Jaden, who reportedly struggled with the ups and downs of his parents' marriage. A source told Entertainment Tonight that Jaden and Willow felt bad for their father amidst the headlines, saying, "They know he has been going through a lot lately and this isn't helping. They wish some of their family's private matters remained private." Fame takes on many guises for different people, from a status symbol to a form of power to a useful platform. An experiment, however, is typically not the first thing that comes to mind when rounding out that list. But things are quite different in the eyes of Jaden Smith, who once claimed that he uses his celebrity status as a way to test scientific theories on the public. Jaden made headlines in 2014 when a bizarre New York Times interview with his sister Willow made the rounds. In the feature, Jaden touted various hypotheses and confusing statements, including the notion that school is not authentic because it ends, as well as the idea that time doesn't exist for him. Many were left wondering if the entire piece was a hoax, given Jaden's tendency towards giving strange interviews. Well, according to Jaden, it's his world and we're all just living in it. The actor later admitted that the interview was a part of his plan to pull one over on us less famous folk. He told GQ, "Me and Willow are scientists, so everything for us is a scientific test upon humanity." He insisted that the New York Times piece was a part of their master plan to gauge the public's reaction, saying, "It's fun, bro. That's what a lot of people don't realize. I feel like it's an honor, actually, for people to think I'm crazy." Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith weren't the least bit concerned about the prospect of their son choosing a career outside of Hollywood. In an interview with Big Boy TV, Jaden admitted that while he ended up building an impressive acting and music career for himself, he was never pressured by his parents to follow in their footsteps.
No. There was never that expectation.
Jaden added that becoming an actor had little to do with pleasing his parents and more to do with the environment he grew up in.
My dad would just film me and my sister. And we would make tray tricks Matrix spinoff.
While Jaden's parents attempted to give him a normal childhood, his idea of normal was far different from his peers.
I didn't know. I thought it was just that's how it was. I thought everybody's parents made movies, and I thought that everyone made movies with their kids too.
And although Jaden took to the industry like a natural, it came with a whole lot more responsibility than the average kid is used to.
I am very happy that I spent my childhood with more adults than I did with kids my age.
Despite Jaden Smith's parents' unwavering support, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith did their best to prepare their children for the dog-eat-dog world of Hollywood. But even as an adult, Jaden admits he still struggles to understand just how much of an influence his parents have on the rest of society.
I still understand more and more every day that, you know, they're just a staple in the world, and they made people feel a type of way that no one has ever made anyone feel. So
Jada and Will apparently warned Jaden about the unforgiving spotlight that comes with celebrity status, however, like living in the shadow of his parents' accomplishments.
They made us aware of it before, you know, we even found out from other people that there was this expectation on us.
It's those expectations that may have been the reason that Jaden decided to take his time when he ventured into his career as a musician.
All that growth is what really got me to the point where I can start to begin to pave my own road.
If Jaden Smith's bizarre interviews are any indication, he's very much not afraid to make the occasional bold statement. Whether he's attempting another one of his supposed fame experiments, or simply exercising his right to self-expression, his statements on social media have often left fans wondering what the heck he's talking about. For example, Jaden famously tweeted in 2013, "How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?" The actor was at it again in 2018 when he wrote in English, "I am not a human and I don't speak English." It's not just social media that the young star uses to express himself, however, as Smith utilizes a go big or go home attitude in the world of fashion as well. The actor took to Instagram in 2015 to post a distorted photo of himself in what seemed to be a knee-length dress, captioning the photo, "Went to Topshop to buy some girl clothes. Clothes." Smith championed gender-neutral apparel yet again when he posed in a skirt for a Louis Vuitton campaign, posting a photo to his Instagram, writing, "Thank you so much for the opportunity to impact this world." Smith ultimately hopes to use his platform to help prevent bullying, telling Nylon magazine, "In 5 years, when a kid goes to school wearing a skirt, he won't get beat up and kids won't get mad at him." Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's decision to get Jaden involved in charity at a young age inspired the actor in more ways than one. While it helped humble the young star, it also helped inspire his entrepreneurial spirit. At the ripe age of 21, Jaden opened his own business, a vegan pop-up food truck called the I Love You restaurant. The food venture served those in need living on Skid Row by offering them free meals. Jaden's food truck offered meals sourced by Impossible Foods, a popular vegan food brand, as well as boxed waters from his Just Water brand. He also partnered with New Balance to give sneakers to those in need, as well as clothing from Misfits Rep. The sky seems to be the limit for the actor, who told Variety that he plans to open a physical restaurant as well, all in the name of helping the homeless, he said. But if you're not homeless, not only do you have to pay, but you have to pay for more than the food's worth, so that you can pay for the person behind you. It was the slap seen around the world. During the 2022 Academy Awards, Will Smith landed a thunderous slap on the face of host Chris Rock in a moment that will forever live in Hollywood infamy.
So a lot happened tonight. Key takeaways, what did you guys think?
Always keep your guard up.
The incident occurred after Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hairstyle, which is a result of her alopecia hair condition. Jada has previously spoken out about the decision to shave her head after alopecia caused her hair to fall out. Rock was delivering a monologue before announcing the nominees for Best Documentary Feature when he compared Pinkett Smith's hair to Demi Moore's G.I. Jane. After shouting expletives from the audience, Will walked up on stage and slapped Rock in the face before walking off. The incident led to Will being banned from the Oscars for 10 years and caused a pretty hefty ruckus in the media. Jaden seemingly supported his father amidst the controversy, taking to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share his thoughts. He wrote, "And that's how we do it." While it's unclear whether Jaden was referencing the slap or his father's Oscar win on the same evening, many fans believed the tweet to be a nod to his father's outburst. Jaden Smith has learned the hard way that growing up famous often means being prey to online bullies. Jaden is no stranger to making controversial statements online, of course, which opened the floodgates to public opinion. But things got a bit hairier in 2022 when rumors suggested the young actor had died an untimely death. After online trolls suggested the star had died in a car crash, fans took to social media platforms to try and find the truth. One tweeted, "Why am I hearing everywhere that Jaden Smith has died? What is going on?" It all turned out to be false, of course, with Jaden simply having been the center of a cruel social media hoax. Jaden fell victim to another hoax in 2023 when Snopes was forced to debunk another rumor that suggested his father had died. For some reason, at the time, Google also received an alarming number of searches for "Did Jaden Smith die?" If you or someone you know needs help with mental health, please contact the Crisis Text Line by texting HOME to 741-741, call the National Alliance on Mental Illness helpline at 1-800-950-NAMI 6264, or visit the National Institute of Mental Health website.